Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the GMologist Presents. Today, we're going to run a one-shot of a game that I've not run a session for, but it looked pretty intriguing. And that is a game called Dreams and Machines by Modifius. Here's sort of the cover of the starter set. And Dreams and Machines, what does it remind you of, Jeff?
Reminds me of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes, so it's a kind of post-apocalyptic game where sort of there's these ancient machines in the background, and yeah, there you go, dreams and machines, ancient machines in the background that are sometimes inoperative, but sometimes they come to life. And it's humanity, or hundreds of years ago, on this planet of Evera Prime, that this catastrophe happened, and mankind has crawled their way back. So I guess it's sort of kind of your post-apocalyptic society, but there's different tech levels. So unlike, like say a game like Numenera, where it's sort of pseudo medieval and you find weird artifacts, there's like a range of tech levels from the very primitive to being able to use like sophisticated machines. So today, joining me to play this game are the stars of the show, and we're just going to play two-player characters, and we'll see how we do. We are going to play the quick start adventure. It's called Shelter, and we have, like I said, the two players, and I'm going to introduce them, and they're going to just introduce yourselves and tell me who you're going to play, and basically like their origin and archetype, and maybe we'll try to explain that to people. All right, so first we have Jeff.
Hello, I'm Jeff. I'm playing a Spear Guardian that I've named Traeger. Essentially kind of a spear-wielding tank type character. It's got a little bit of sneak to go with it.
Yep, yep. Okay, and Amy is the other player tonight.
Hello, I'm playing Trisha, and she's an archivist tech. So basically, if there's a computer, she wants to dabble with it.
Nice. All right, so it's a Modifius 2d20 system. So very simply, for a skill test, you roll 2d20 and compare the results to the attribute and skill you're testing. So you'd add, so say for fighting, it would be might, or in a melee attack, might and or quickness and fight. And you roll 2d20 and compare and see if you're lower than that sum. So any die that rolls equal to or lower than the attribute is a success, and each test will have a difficulty value between 0 and 5. A difficulty represent how challenging a skill might be. So usually it's like 1 or 2, depending, but a truth, which we'll get to, might be able to lower that. That's a key part of the game playing. Rolling equal to or under your skill, so equal or under your skill, it generates 2 successes. Okay, so that's a critical if you roll under your skill, which is nice.
Okay, I was going to ask if they
Yeah,
had
there's
a specialization type mechanic like
right.
the other 2d20 system. So it's just straight up, basically every skill is specialized.
Yes, so basically, if a Traeger rolls under a 4, then that counts as 2 successes.
So is it just under? Because I know in other 2d20s it's equal to or under.
No, it's equal to or
Okay.
under. That's
Equal
what it
to or
says.
under. Okay. Okay.
And then, and if you roll a 20, that gives me, that causes a complication, which I can add to threat. We have the momentum and threat mechanic. So like for Trisha, if you, with your tech stuff, if you rolled under your operate of 4, that would be equal to 2 successes. It would be a critical. All right, so you can also add additional d20s by spending resources like momentum and your spirit, right? And if you make a skill test using an item that has a higher tech level than yours, a skill test is an increase in difficulty and adds threat. So difficulty values are manipulated by truths, and the GM currency of threat will be covered also. So sometimes you have simply not trying to overcome the challenge and difficulties posed by circumstances. You might be trying to best an opponent. So that's a contest. And then essentially you both roll, and any extra successes become momentum. And then you compare the momentum after a success to see who wins the contest. Right. And then you have your attributes. There are 4 attributes: might, quickness, insight, and resolve. And then you have skills. There are move, fight, sneak, talk, operate, study, and survive. And what else do we have? Every player has a connection to other members of their group. And these will be a supportive bond or a rivalry. So I guess each of you has a bond to one or the other, and it might be a rivalry or it might be supportive. So if you have a supportive bond with another character, you readily take on another character's burdens, struggles, and bolster them when it comes time. Whenever a character helps an ally with whom they have supportive bond to regain spirit by spending momentum or giving their own spirit during a rest, the ally also gains a spirit. If the character has a rivalry with another character, their competitive nature pushes the other to succeed. When an ally with whom a character has a rivalry gains 1 or more spirit by adding to threat, the character also recovers a spirit. So truths, that's what I mentioned earlier. Truths are single words or short phrases used to describe facts. They can be used to make tests harder or easier. So it could be like an environmental truth like foggy, and it would be a benefit to stealth, so it'd make stealth or sneak tests less difficult. But for like a ranged attack, or for seeing something like maybe study, or like I said, a ranged attack, it could make the difficulty increase because of that truth. And those types of truths, locations of truth is a factor of the place. A situational truth, like something could be happening, heavy fog, like I mentioned. A personal truth is something that you might have. And then equipment truths, so describe a single item, object, or tool, such as a spear or flashlight. If a piece of equipment, such as a weapon, has specific rules associated with, these take precedence over the item of a truth. So truth makes them easier, makes them possible, harder, or impossible. So then we have momentum, since it's a 2d20 Modifius system. Momentum can be used in the following, and I do have a player reference for that. Actually, before I get to momentum, I have a quick reference here that I'll show to the players, just in case we want to understand tests or complication resting and stuff like that, and the types of truths that you might have in adjudicating truth. Then there's also, right, so I guess the other thing we need to talk about is spirit is kind of your hit points, but you also use it to do things that your character might have. At hit points, I put that in quotation marks. If you lose your spirit, you become exhausted if your spirit goes down to 0. And there's different types of ways that manifests. So if you look at the quick reference, again, you see that there's different types of exhaustion, and that's noted on the character sheet. I didn't quite make a character. I didn't make a character sheet for this. I'm using Roll20. I haven't seen anything on Foundry or the other fantasy grounds, so I made my own DIY in Roll20, and I kind of have a PDF of the characters from the quick start, and I also kind of typed things out into the bio section of the different characters, so they can look. But if you look at exhaustion, which is under, I think I put it under your attributes, you see when you reach a 0 in spirit, then that's the type of exhaustion you might have, whether it's weary, breathless, confused, or despairing. So you can't use skills attached to those attributes depending on the type of exhaustion. You can regain spirit by resting. So you could there's 3 types of ways you could do that. You could take a breather, which gives you 2. That's about a short rest, a minute or 2, a couple minutes in between encounters, possibly. A break is about at least a half an hour, and you would regain 4 spirit. And then a bed would regain 6 spirit. That's like a long rest. And then we talked about truths and complications and test difficulties. The other reference I have is a player reference, and this is where we get to momentum. So momentum happens when you gain a success more than what you need in a particular test. And you have here I have on, yeah, I have on the like an M and a T for momentum and threat. Threat is sort of the GM's meta currency. And here with momentum, you could use it for different things. But you can get a second wind. You can restore up to 3 spirit. You can create a truth that costs 2. And then the spirit regain is 1 for 1, right? So you can use momentum to give yourself back that spirit that you might have lost. You can ask me a question, although depending on the question and the line of conversation, you might not have to spend a momentum for that. It could gain you extra information though right away on a like an investigative type test. It increases the damage from injury, which would kind of go versus the adversary's armor. It can reduce the time. You could also follow an immediate action after completing an action, and this would have a +1 difficulty and it would cost you 2. Or you can revive an exhausted character of 1 spirit, that also costs 2. I have similar things that I can do with threat, and then you have spirit spends. So spirit, you can actually use spirit in a way as momentum, and you can add a die when you attempt a skill. You can re-roll a die when you attempt a skill, and you can avoid injury. When you suffer an injury or some negative consequence, you can spend spirit to avoid that injury. And that's kind of why I say spirit is sort of like hit points, because you take your spirit off before you would suffer an injury. All right. So, okay. I think that's it.
Does temperament affect us at all?
Your temperament, I think that is just like sort of a role-playing tag for you, right? But if you look down on further down on like attitude, right, then that can help you with advancement, right? So that's what kind of, if you play your temperament, it seems to help with advancement in this game. Okay, and right. There's other things you can do, such as you can assist each other. And that's also like you roll 1 dice, much like in other Modifius games, you roll 1 dice. If you succeed, then it gives another dice to a player. You can buy dice from me to increase threat. And you can use, it looks like in a typical, as in a typical yeah, as in a typical 2d20 Modifius game, you can also buy extra dice with the accumulated momentum pool. So
Oh, really? Because that's not listed as a momentum.
Yeah, I didn't see that on there, but
because
it says
it's spirit that does the
oh,
dice.
it seems to do the extra momentum. Yes, you can still use momentum. If you don't have momentum, you can add threat to me. That's still there.
Okay.
You can collectively save up to 6 points of momentum. Yep. And yeah, but it says you can collectively save a total of 6 points in the pool for later use. Whenever you succeed in a test, you can spend momentum for that group pool alongside or instead of spending momentum you've generated. It says momentum can be used for all sorts of things, only limited by your imagination and the GM's permission. So I guess it's up to me. All right.
So you've got the predefined ones and then anything you want to allow for.
Right. Yeah, that's what it seems like. But like typically let me see.
They probably didn't list it as it like a default one because it's covered by spirit spends.
Spirit,
they didn't want to double up.
Right. Let's see, I'm trying to think. So NPCs they have to spend momentum to add threat. So if I get momentum, I add it to threat, and threat, it mirrors a group's momentum pool, and the individual player's spirit. Thus, an NPC may use threat in all the ways that a player character uses group momentum or their spirit. So I think you're correct, Jeff. That spirit is where you get those extra dice.
Yeah.
Yep.
They break it up a little bit so that it's not all on one meta currency.
Yep. Okay. And then, like I said, we know how to, well, I guess because you can use second wind to recover the spirit that you use, right? So
yeah.
Okay. All right. When we have a conflict, there are action scenes, and really there is the order which the characters act is determined by the game master. So, during a round, the character receives a single turn, and then the first character acts, and then a NPC acts, and then a character acts. So you can decide who you want to do. You can interrupt this order of action by spending 2 momentum points from your pool, or I could spend 2 threat, right, as normal. Okay, that seems like similar to other Modivius
Yeah, I was
2d20s.
gonna say.
All right, yeah. So something interesting. So you can for actions in a conflict. So conflict would be like where there is danger, fighting, violence. You can attack. The actions is to break, hurt, or otherwise defeat an opponent. You can avoid danger. So you can successfully use a skill test to avoid danger. It's like a dodge. Confront the problem. Define the truth as well. Could be an action. And then, right, so, and then it's quickness or might plus fight for melee, and quickness and fight for ranged. And the default is 1 difficulty for melee and 2 difficulty for ranged. You can also counterattack. You can spend 2 momentum, to counterattack if you are being attacked. So, and if it's successful, then you inflict injury as if you had attacked. So it's almost like an interrupt. Right. And then you can avoid danger. All right. Okay. So injury, defeat, and damage. So injury is a particular type of truth, basically. And you can avoid injury by spending spirit equal to the attack's damage rating. But if you're wearing armor, it ablates some of that. It reduces the amount of spirit that you take. If you suffer an injury, you're also defeated, and you cannot take any further action. But you can be brought back into the scene by another character, typically as a resolve talk test to remove the defeated state. So that's why spirit is important to use spirit and then avoid injury as well. So be aware of that. So adversaries also, if you inflict an injury, they're done, right? So that's a good thing. Some adversaries might have the ability to absorb multiple injuries, but hopefully that will be obvious as we play. So are there any other questions about the rules before we get into the adventure?
Nope, I'm sure it'll come up as we're playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oops.
Trisha just wants to tell Traeger that she'll stand behind him.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
She's a little squishy. However,
right.
she will run in and start fights, but then she's running right behind him.
All right, so you are from this town, the town of New Mossgrove. Dun, dun, dun. It's like a postcard. Greetings from New Mossgrove. Look at those pretty colors. So you are a couple of bored teenagers that are exploring the wilderness. Suddenly, a storm builds up. However, you see a derelict structure ahead. The cold sting of rain lashes down relentlessly as you run for a small derelict structure in the wilderness. You've heard tales of the rain burning and stinging, so maybe it's a good idea. The derelict structure in the wilderness seems to be held together by vines and roots. It's a perfect shelter for the growing storm. Well, this was supposed to be a fun day of exploration away from the adults and those damnable chores. Elder Thangum warned you about the inclement weather. but they always over worry about everything, those adults. Besides, this is more exciting than New Mossgrove Market Day. Safe from the heavy downpour, boredom, however, soon inspires you to explore. I only need to grab 2 of these guys and the momentum and threat. This guy here.
We got a scene transition coming.
We got a scene transition incoming.
So we're exploring the forest in the rainstorm.
No, you're in the rainstorm. And you
Now we're going to explore the derelict.
explore
The
this.
derelict building. Okay.
Oh, I already had, look at that. I already had the momentum and threat. If we need it. All right, so you find yourselves here
Where?
in this derelict. Did I
We're
switch
still, no, we're still in the.
I find myself there. Now you find yourself. All right. The shelter is overgrown by tall grass. Their ruined walls are kept up by these dead black vines woven between its cables and pipes. So either of you could attempt an insight survive test. If you have any tools to lower the tools to create truths to lower the difficulty, you could do that.
You said insight.
Insight survive.
Okay. So I need to roll 2d20 under 12. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, very nice. Oh, thank you, Traeger.
You're welcome.
Trisha's just going to shake her head and say, this place is dismal, but, you know.
So Traeger, you like bang on something and this like noise echoes through the structure. And maybe you hear like something down below. Is there a tunnel perhaps?
Awesome.
Echoing back.
So we're going to face a problem because I tried to show off on my expertise.
Oh, did
Well,
you?
you
Is that you
know.
showing off? Is that a thing for you?
That's my attitude. If your group faced a problem because you wanted to show off your expertise or knowledge, gain growth.
Oh, you would gain a growth. Yeah, you know, if we want to keep track of this, we can.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter since this is a one shot, but
Yeah,
that's why I had him go ahead and attempt it, even though he's not very good at it. He still would be trying to show off,
trying to show off to Trisha
especially for his rival Trisha.
Oh, Trisha's his rival. That makes sense. Well, I'll put
Well,
growth in green.
I mean,
We'll just see,
it's not specifically Trisha, but his bond is rivalry. So
yeah, and Trisha, what's her bond? Supportive or rival?
She's
yeah,
supportive.
she seems like she would be a more supportive person.
She's just gonna punch him on the arm and say, let's go, because she's her temperament is maverick, so she's got to rush in.
So you actually made it. You needed 2 successes, and these are of not any. These vines are of not any recognizable origin. There's a wall. They're overgrown dead vines at the end of the structure, and then I guess that's what happened. Traeger trying to show off and says, "I know what these are." Is like examining them, and he trips, and some rubble collapses and reveals a large, crumbling tunnel entrance. So behind the vines is a huge tunnel entrance. Its once white concrete and metal walls discolored and cracked, twisted by time, creeping into the darkness. Rusted rail tracks reach out from within. There's a large symbol marked at the top of the tunnel, partially covered by this black moss and vine. And there's a musty smell of damp vegetation and trickling oil makes your eyes water as you peer into the void. This is the symbol.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
I don't know what you found us, Traeger, but you know, it's fun. She's just gonna take her scarf and wrap it around her nose.
Yeah, it's a symbol with the large eye and the halo above and 3 tiers below.
Well, she's gonna state, I think that means we need a light. Do you have a flashlight?
I do not.
but is there any
don't-
dry wood around that we can light up or?
I don't have any tools.
She's got some.
I've got my armor and I've got my spear, but my spear is electric, so it's got little electricity.
So if we found a piece of dry wood, you
Bolts
could light
going
it
off
on
of it.
fire?
You pretty, yeah.
Potentially.
If you wanted to do that, someone would spend a supply point to make a torch. Like one, that would be one. I would say a flashlight would be like would be like 2
So I'm spending 2 supply points to do that?
to pull up to create out of your toolbox you could make a flashlight. That's fine.
Okay.
Or if you wanted to find some dry wood and make a torch, that would cost 1.
I'm thinking torch.
Torch.
Yeah.
Traeger. So Traeger or Trisha.
Do you
I
want me to do that? I only have a couple of points anyways, and
I
so
spent
it's
1. I
okay.
spent 1. It's all good.
Okay.
I had 8, now I have 7. We're good.
It could be more sophisticated though for Trisha, like more like a flare or something like that too, right? But okay, so you have a torch.
She also is going to attempt to show off, but her thing is she just wants to be first.
So she finds the torch first. Is that it?
Yeah, and she'll just jab him on the arm and walk forward.
Okay. All right. So the tunnel eventually brings you to a large semi-collapsed chamber covered in debris, broken metal containers, and dead vines. In the center of the chamber are 2 wide shafts leading deeper down. One shaft is covered in scorch marks. It looks like something bursted or blew up in here, twisted pipes, and the rails split off into both shafts. The southern shaft, I guess you think it's southern, say the one on the right, is partially covered with debris, mainly sharp metal shards from ruptured old pipes. The rail tracks are splintered and cracked, and further down seems to be blocked with rubble.
Do any of the metal shards look usable?
So it's a southern shaft and an eastern shaft, I guess.
Yeah.
The eastern shaft is less damaged and lined with large pipes around the top, and the tracks lead down below, just like the other shaft, but the other shaft is covered with rubble and the like. Yep. So what do you want to do?
Well, she wanted to look and see if any of that metal if she can identify what happened. Was there like a bomb? Was it just because something collapsed? Did something explode? She's very intrigued by it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you look at a character sheet so I can.
Looks like
But insight survive?
Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, insight survive.
Okay.
it looks like my Zoom is frozen up.
Uh-oh.
That my camera did its thing again. So
Oh
oh no.
Oh no.
Give me just a second. Let me relog into.
okay.
Okay. So
Hold on.
while he's
Right. So it looks you kind of try to move things around and try to figure out what's going on. It seems to collapse and make a lot of noise, echoing again into the darkness. It looks like some sort of explosion. That's all you can tell, but you don't know what exploded.
well,
But
she wants to turn to Traeger and say, "Want to go? Want to go? We can check it out."
well, so the southern shaft is blocked with debris. The eastern shaft is less damaged. I mean, you have no idea how this occurred while you were poking around, but you haven't actually cleared any of the rubble or searched it if you wanted to.
Well, I thought I was looking at the metal.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm gonna try to search the rubble.
All right.
See if it can be moved readily or if it's gonna be not worth the trouble.
All right. So you could attempt a might plus move test. Do you want to use anything to help you out, or are you just going to use your hands? Or
What's the difficulty?
so I think normally if you use your hands, you see it's kind of I will use the terminology. It looks like it would be average, but not routine. If you had some sort of lever, it could make it routine.
Well, I mean, I've got my electro spear that I can
Oh yeah, sure. I will let you use that to kind of
as a lever.
yeah as a lever to pull things out. Hopefully there's no
All right.
complications. So might and move test.
Well, apparently it thinks we're doing D&D and is giving us high rolls on everything.
We're wasting these high roll.
Yep.
That's okay.
Oh, I don't think we can go this way.
You do. I don't know. You do see something in there though.
I mean, is there a way
All right,
to fit? I mean,
I'll-
maybe.
well, I'll spend a spirit to reroll.
You get to reroll. You get to reroll both, right?
Let's see. Does it say on the?
Only if,
Let's
well,
look
mine
at
is
the
on, I can only
plan.
do it if I'm doing a move test, not.
No, you can always spend spirit to reroll. I mean,
Mhm.
better reference. Spirit spend.
No, reroll a single D20.
Okay. Yeah. You'd have to spend 2 spirit to reroll, but it's up to you.
So
Spirit is the blue dot. The blue dot.
yeah, we'll spend 1 to give it a shot.
Okay.
Miss it by 1.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
Oh well.
Okay.
Well, Trisha wants to see if there's a hole small enough for her to get through.
I mean, you can just keep digging around as long as you want, but I mean, you feel like it's very Traeger's manipulation of that rubble pile has made it very tenuous, so it might collapse or it could risk injury.
But I
But
can get down the other tunnel, right?
yeah, the other one is less damaged. It's lined with large pipes at the top.
Hmm.
I mean, you'd have to, it's a shaft, so you would climb down.
Well, Traeger would have to go first, and then she'd have to lower the light down to him.
Yep. Yep. All right. So what's the
All
plan?
right. So head down the other one. I mean, we don't really have much of an option on the other. I don't feel like being caught in a cave in.
Yeah.
Well, maybe later. Maybe later.
Okay. All right. So to climb down deeper into the shaft, it is again, it's a might or quickness and a move test. If
Okay.
you,
Might.
That's slightly better since I can use quickness instead of might.
yeah, if you want to use, I don't know if you have any tools
Nope.
or want to use any. Okay.
But I'll spend a supply point for some rope.
Okay. Great.
We both need to roll it, right?
Right. But he's a supply. So you have rope, so that lowers the difficulty. So might or move, and you have your.
So I got 3 successes
Oh, very nice.
since that's a crit on one of the 2 successes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And then I roll again. Or I roll.
Yes, you can roll.
So then that means I've got 2 momentum. Okay, there you go.
Yep. 2
Okay.
momentum. I think it's easier to put like the little dots with the momentum since you can only go up to 6 anyway. Oh, Trisha, nice. So you're 0?
0.
Wait, what's
Well,
what's your quickness or might?
7.
Both of
And
them?
yeah, and my move is 1.
Oh wow.
So
But you
I was gonna spend a spirit because then I can reroll both.
right. Yeah.
Oh right, because this
Because
is
she
a
has her
move.
mobile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm
Her
trying to
little
get,
boogie board.
she's gonna dry her hands off and act as if she was just pretending, you know.
Well, at least this time Traeger gets down there first.
Yeah. So if you fall, I can maybe try and catch you.
Okie dokie. Still
Um,
nothing.
Okay, well, there is a
Looks,
consequence.
looks like you'll be catching me.
Do you want to try to help her fall? Help her? Yeah, she's sliding down very quickly. Her mobile kind of her
yeah.
mobile kind of like was it like glitches, which is what happens with this kind of tech. So if you would like to try to catch her, would you use is there like a force? I guess it would be
Would it be like a fight? Like I'm trying to grapple her to pull her aside or something? I don't know what
I think it
I
would
don't know
be
what all the skills are that
I think move it could be quickness move or
quickness move.
again. Yeah, I think quickness
Okay.
move. I mean, because move is like sort of like quote unquote athletics and stuff to me. Right.
All right. So I got a success.
Oh, you did? All right. So you halt her fall, which is great. Because she could have you see like there's like it's very as you're down here, Traeger, you see it's very uneven, the floor. She probably could have sprained her ankle or worse, or hit her head or something, but you're able to halt her fall. And yeah, everything's good.
Why, thank you. That was so chivalrous.
Well, somebody has to keep you out of trouble.
Well,
All right.
I mean, I'm impressed. Very impressed.
Yeah. So you're down at the bottom.
And our torch is still going, right?
Um, who had the Traeger?
Traeger had it.
Or Trisha
Yeah,
have the torch?
yeah, she had passed it to me.
Okay, yeah. So you still have it.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense to spend the threat for the torch to go out if Traeger had it. I feel like
Yeah,
I need to be
we had passed
logical
it.
about those things.
Yeah, we had passed it off before she tried to come down because we knew that she was going to need all of her concentration.
Well, oddly, like you have the torch, but there's another
Light down
there's
here.
another light. You reach the
Ooh.
bottom of the shaft and there's an eerie glow.
How exciting. Trisha's just gonna start walking towards it. She's mesmerized.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna babble something about there's gotta be science and maybe there's something down here that I can fiddle with, the fiddly bits, and oh, I'm so excited, and she'll just take off.
Having flashbacks to BJ almost dying because he walked into as the non-tank walked into the fight first.
Let me switch the.
I'm assuming that you're coming.
Oh, I am, but you're the one that'll get the first attack on you if you're the first one in the room.
Yeah, but I have a thing for it though. When
Does it
I
keep you from dying?
I don't know.
no, I just get growth.
Anyway,
Well, if you're dead, you don't grow.
all right. So there's an eerie glow, reveals a glimpse of a vast
Ooh.
industrial space in the darkness. Colossal slabs of concrete, steel girders, and huge pipes from the old world fill the space as far as your limited light allows you to see. A steep slope of thick debris blocks the shaft next to you. It's like the eastern shaft, like as debris all the way up to the top of it. And rails from both shafts continue to run further along to a huge tunnel towards the source of the glow. So it's littered with metal canisters and burnt out husks of old world rail vehicles. The tunnel is lined with a raised walkway, and the rails eventually, yeah, if you follow the rails or explore here first, it's up to you.
Well,
And explore.
yeah, she's gonna want to look around. She's mesmerized. Look at all this metal.
Yeah, if
She
you wanted
likes
to,
shiny.
yeah, if you wanted to, yes, if you wanted to do something. I say, give
So,
me a insight survival.
okay. So that's 12.
Mm,
That you're looking around for stuff.
Survive. So inside survival is a whopping 8.
Oh wow, nice.
But I got
Okay,
two.
well, at least I didn't hurt myself again.
Yeah, but you know, you're still trying to recover from me, so I've got this. Don't worry.
All right, so 2 successes. Okay. So you guys have 3 momentum now, just FYI. So roll me roll me another, just a single D20. All right. So, you find, well, the first thing you see sticking out of the rubble pile, it seems like these canisters and all this kind of stuff, they look cool. They're just like very brittle and I guess rusted. However, in the rubble pile, you see a skeletal hand sticking out. And in the
Ooh.
hand is a lightly woven bundle of strands made from some sort of tough synthetic polymer. The strands are twisted and braided together, and it seems like you found. I can copy paste it. Of course not.
She's very excited. Very, very excited. She just wants to point it out to Traeger and she, you know, because it's exciting.
The skeletal hand.
And the other, I mean, she's very excited about it.
What is it that it was the hand was holding?
Some sort of synthetic material that has,
Braided together. She thinks it might be rope.
yeah, but like tech
She
level
doesn't-
2, tech level 2 rope.
Ooh.
But she has tech 4.
Yeah.
Oh no, she has
You
tech
find
5.
synthetic rope. It's a tightly woven bundles of strands. So it didn't help this person, but hey, you found it.
So do I have to spend in order
No,
to take it with?
No, you
Oh.
can find things or spend to do it. So it's
And either one of us can use it since my tech level's high enough to
yes,
use it as
yes.
well.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm assuming I have a bag of some sort that I can put it in.
Yep.
I could just throw it over, loop it over my shoulder.
I
Like a
mean, if you,
climber.
yeah, I mean, if you want to dig out the body, you could, or not. It's up to you.
She probably would.
Dig out the body just to make sure that they don't have anything else on them.
Okay.
They might have something fun and shiny. She likes shiny.
Yep. I'm going to say that you can use the momentum like you can in a traditional 2d20 if you want to grab from the pool, and roll extra dice. So it would be
Okay.
a might or quickness move again.
A quickness move out of me too.
Might or quickness move. Yeah, whoever wants to. Someone can aid the other. That might be the best way to do it.
I'll aid because I
Okay.
only have I have a total of 8.
Yeah, not
So roll
mine's,
1d20.
mine's
and
a
if-
12, so
So roll
Okay,
1d20.
so just 1d20.
Mhm.
Please be a 1. It's a
Nice.
5.
So that's an extra dice. Do you want to
Yeah.
grab
Okay.
another? Or
yeah, I'll grab another. So I'll be
Okay.
rolling a total of 4.
right. So you got 2 momentum in the pool. Oh man,
Ooh.
nice.
And actually that's 4 successes because one of those is a crit.
You only needed 2, so you get 2 momentum back.
So
great.
my move is a 2.
Oh wow. So you dig out the body and it's clutched in its other hand. Also something that didn't help it is a first aid kit.
Ooh, that could be
Ooh.
useful.
Yes.
Very useful. We should take that with.
Yep.
She just wants to open it first, make
So-
sure that it's not empty before.
Yeah, it's a collection of simple non-power tools for closing, cleansing, covering wounds. It can allow someone to treat an injury.
That's what I was wondering if it would allow, like if one of us got injured, it would allow the ability to remove the injured truth.
And it would add a bonus dice of +1. It has 1 use left. So it's tech level 1. It's just like a simple
Okay.
first aid kit.
Yeah, that
And
would be
that's everything in there, or Is there anything else in the area where this poor thing that died is at?
No. Nothing that you find that's salvageable.
Okay.
All right. So
Can I look around and see if there's like a flashlight or batteries, anything like that?
I would say you would have to cobble like a flashlight from the stuff that you find in here in your toolkit. So you'd have to use some points if you wanted to do that.
Well, right now our torch is still going, so I'll probably end up having to do that if our torch starts getting low.
Yeah, I mean if you want to do it now,
Okay. How many points is it?
2.
While she does that, can I take that quick breather thing to
Yes.
recover 1 spirit?
Yes, you can.
Okay. 5 points.
Mhm.
All right, I spent the 2.
Yeah, your torch is still good. So until that goes out,
Mhm.
then you get the flashlight. Okay, then you can use the flashlight. You find some material down here, and then with the rest of the stuff in your toolkit, the batteries in your toolkit, you could fashion something that works more or less like a flashlight. That's cool.
I know I have it around here somewhere,
Yeah, yeah.
and and so I'll take out my trusty toolkit called Foundling
hmm
and create the flashlight.
Okay. Well, the only thing to do is follow the rails.
Yep. Time to follow the rails.
Yep. So the rails eventually lead to an impact crater. Everything around the crater is speckled with what looks like bright teal frost.
Ooh.
From here, the rails run beyond to a closed set of heavy blast doors.
Oh, this looks fun.
Go investigate the blast doors.
Yeah. We could see if the shiny stuff is like gems or something. Maybe they were drilling.
All right, so you can attempt yep. It's an insight, survive, or tech roll. If you have to examine your the blast doors, would be probably more like insight survive. But if you're examining the crater, like Amy's character said, she was examining Amy said her character was examining the crater and the stuff in the crater, the blue stuff.
Okay.
That would be insight, survive, or tech.
Okay, inside tech.
Yeah. And I'll check the door with my insight survive. Oh, but it's not 4d20 this time. No.
Oh, okay. Well,
I had one.
I don't see things very well.
That's okay.
well, something happens.
Oh, you wanted to be first, so here you go.
So
Something's going to jump out at you from
I
there.
will use that threat that Amy generated right away.
Did you use 3 threats or just the one?
Just the one.
Okay.
You generated another one though for me, 20. All right. Yep. I'm gonna say you slip on the edge of the crater. It's kind of it is cold, like actual rime, and you slip and fall into the crater. So you're prone. That's the truth that's created. You're prone, and you hit.
Even though I succeeded?
You didn't succeed.
Yes,
Oh,
I
you got
did.
one. Oh, you got one success.
Yes.
That was not enough. Actually,
There was a 2 success needed.
it was actually a little higher because it's like something you never probably encountered before, but now you will. Next time you encounter something like that, it'll probably be easier. All right. So anyway, you fall into the crater and kind of smack into these things and these like little, I don't know, like little dodecahedrons, I guess. And they kind of bounce around, and then the frost pulses, and then these dodecahedrons swirl around and form into a bright mist and flowing in waves in the center of the crater. It weaves into a large eye floating on the trail of teal light, and a soothing voice speaks. The celestial stream. You always receive. Suddenly it glitches red and spiky, and the tone of the voice becomes distorted. Protect the workers, secure the core, process intruders, save the workers from themselves. It returns to its blue flowing state, the divine service which you deserve. Rebuilding nanostructure, rebuilding memory. The spectral shape floats higher in the air and slowly peers around. And I get to add 2 threat. Yay. And this is what you see.
Fun.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She's pretty exciting. Is there any of the little rocks left near her that she can pick one up?
No, they're like those things that you ran into, they kind of form this creature, or whatever it is.
That was kind of its dormant
Yeah,
parts of its dormant body or something.
right. So
Do I see a ladder or a way out of the crater?
mhm.
I can throw you the end of this rope that I've got around my shoulders.
Is there anything else in the crater worth looking for or looking
In
at?
fact, that's what I'll do is I'll play out some of the rope and lower it down to her while keeping an eye on the floating blue thingy.
Because I'm assuming I have to use something to climb up, right?
I'm gonna see what's okay.
It's probably
It kinda-
quickness move again.
Mhm.
So it says, are you the workers that have returned and calmed down?
Yes. How can we help you?
It says, if you are the workers, then you must continue the work. And it kind of swirls around and points in the direction of the blast doors. So give me a talk roll, probably. What's the equivalent of empathy in resolve?
I was
Resolve
going to say
talk.
either inside or resolve.
Resolve talk.
What's your resolve talk?
And you've lowered. I mean, it's
Well-
no skill to lower the rope, but you've lowered the rope into the crater. So resolve talk.
Amy, what's your okay?
Oh wow, nice.
I was going to say you, and that's probably 3 successes. What's your talk level?
My talk is 3
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
and my resolve is 9.
All right. I'll give you one. Oops. Your momentum's at 5, by the way. All right, yeah, because you got 2 successes with that. Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's 3 successes with
Yeah, 3 successes, so you needed 2.
which is why you gave us the momentum.
All right, and then yeah, so you lower the thing down there, and then there's like you see like things light up on the blast doors.
I guess we're going to work.
And
This'll
you
be
can
fun and
climb up pretty
exciting.
easily. You can climb up pretty easily with that rope, and the blast doors kind of open, and then it says, "Thank you for your cooperation."
Thank you for your cooperation.
I coil the rope back up around me and head off to work.
We're going in.
That was an easy way of getting that door open.
Yeah, it's great. And we made a friend.
I wouldn't necessarily call that a friend.
All right, as you start getting to the blast doors,
It's probably what killed the people.
and then
Possibly.
you see it turn in your behind you. You see it turn red and says, "We must keep the workers at work," and the blast doors start closing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's gonna close us in here.
Do we have anything that we can put in between the doors that could keep it open, like extinguish or put the wood that we have?
I mean, it's blast doors, so
I mean, You can try.
Okay. I mean,
I bet it's gonna snap that like a twig.
Yep. It snaps it.
Wouldn't be very good blast doors if it
Yeah.
held open by wood.
It snaps it like a twig, and you're in darkness.
well, I have a flashlight.
I know.
But it's not on yet.
We can turn it on, but
Maybe you should do that.
yes, I will turn it on.
Okay. All right. And you can hear like, optimize new worker safety. Optimize new worker safety.
Yes, tell me how.
And if both of you could give me a quickness move test.
Uh-oh.
Oh goodness, I'm not good at these.
Nice.
I
That's
at
good.
least got one.
All right. Yeah, you're good. All right. There's like a rumbling and a shaking, and you're at max momentum. As you hear like an explosion,
Oh,
Oh, that was nice of it.
and like, you guys like shake, and you would have been knocked off your feet, but you grab onto something here in this place. You don't drop your flashlight. You see it like from under the blast doors. Maybe you see like a little bit of dust. All
can
right.
we open the blast doors from the inside?
So you put your it doesn't seem like you can.
Hmm.
You shine your flashlight around, and you see there's in the pitch black, and you see a control panel suddenly comes to life next to you.
Okay, I will run over to it.
So give me an insight operate, difficulty 1.
Insight operate.
Mhm.
You want me to try to assist you?
Okay, and I'll have a 15. I will wait to roll then.
Is it something I can actually assist her with?
Yeah.
Or is okay.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen these things. You might not understand them, but you just go, oh no, go that.
Because so
Yeah.
right, you just roll 1 die when you're doing an
Yes.
assist,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Amy, do
So
you want to
no assist, sorry.
do you want to grab any dice from the dice pool?
I would add a die.
Yeah, from the momentum, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at max, so we might as well spend one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this seems
so
like
it's 3
something we
dice.
want to get.
So 3 dice.
Oh, there you go. 3 successes, nice.
3
Nice.
successes. Yep.
Great.
And
okay. So yeah,
how do I
get,
know if it's a critical?
It's a critical if it's equal to or lower than
So it'd be
the
like lower than
actual
4.
skill. So like your tech.
My
If it
tech
was
is 5.
right. So if you rolled a 5 or lower, then
Okay.
that would be a critical.
Right.
All
So
right.
you only needed one difficult. You only needed one. So you have
Oh.
you have 2 momentum. So you max out at 6. So you might have to spend one right away. So maybe hold that to if you look on the momentum spends on the player reference.
It's not marked down, but didn't you spend a spirit to re-roll earlier?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't on my move, so
No, but you didn't mark it down because you still show as 5 of 5 on your spirit. But the reason I ask is because you
I
could have
did over
used
here.
okay, because you could spend that extra momentum on getting a point of spirit back.
Ah,
Oh, you can. Yeah, might as well.
might as
okay.
well do that then.
Yeah.
I'll put it
So
back
now
to
I'm
you.
back up to 5.
Yep.
So that seems like
since you
something we
can't
probably want to.
remember. Yeah, because you can
We-
spend up to 3 and it's 1 for 1. So you might as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, it's not it's 1 for 1 on the first point, and then it costs more.
The second time. Oh,
It
that's where
takes
you.
3 momentum for 2 points,
Yeah,
or
that's
6
like
momentum for 3 points.
that's like your momentum spend. Like that's how you buy momentum in the other Modifius 2d20.
That's okay.
Okay,
I'm
cool. Okay, well
ready.
you're maxed out because you got 2 momentum.
She's very excited by
So
the flashy
you spent
lights.
yeah, and you
She
only
is.
needed 1 success, and you used 1 for spirit, so you still have 6 momentum. All right, so here's what you see.
Okay.
Weak emergency lighting reveals 3 large zones. So I'm going to keep you on this because this represents kind of the 3 large zones. A loading bay that you currently stand in, which makes sense. A vessel chamber to the right off screen,
Okay.
and an office lab to the left, maybe over here. You see
Ooh.
skeletons are everywhere, littered throughout this area.
Are any of them holding stuff?
The former workers.
Yeah. In the loading bay, you see the rail ends, like the rail went past the blast, even though there's a crater, like the rail continued after the crater. It's all broken up in that crater, but then it continued after the crater through the blast doors. And the rail ends with a large old world cargo trolley. It's wrapped in
I was gonna
black
say,
vines.
it's like a train line
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
like a
Yep.
trolley line.
Do you want to check out the cargo?
Yeah, let's check and see if there's anything in the trolley.
Do I see anything on this keyboard or anything like to turn the lights on
You
or?
did. You turned the lights on.
That's why
Okay.
we can see all of
Yeah.
this stuff now.
Yeah, you could turn the flashlight off, and you can see
Okay.
it, or if you need to,
Yeah,
Anything that says
conserve the
unlock
power.
doors?
I don't think we want to open those doors. No
Oh, I
matter even
was
if we
thinking the
could.
ones behind us, but
No,
okay.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't open those blast doors that we came through.
yeah,
If
you,
you open those, then it's gonna attack us.
All right.
Because
Well,
didn't you hear what it said when it turned red just before
Mhm.
it closed them? Must keep the workers in their
yes.
in their working.
yes.
So if we tried to come out, it would not take kindly to that, I bet.
Yeah. Plus, actually, you heard the rumbling. So if you open it, it's like
It probably a
piles
bunch
of
of
rubble. And
yeah.
if you can, anyway,
It collapsed
so
the
here you have
tunnel on it.
this large trolley, um, lots of crates and potential crafting gear, actually. And then you see a large abandoned loader, like a
Ooh.
machine.
Oh, she's definitely interested.
Go talk to the machine spirit. Oh wait, wrong
Wrong game.
wrong system.
She's not a warforged, but she's gonna go over to it and see if it still moves. Is it something we can drive? Anything like that?
Hey, look, there's even a loader right there. Looks like
Where? Oh, that's perfect. That's
because
great.
you see the pincher there. That it
Mhm.
seems
Yeah,
like
that's
that's
it.
probably a loader.
Yeah, that's cool. Yes, I guess you guys are looking at it there. Okay, so you're gonna take a look at it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that might give you a nice big weapon to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Can I?
I'm pretty sure it's probably going to want to use tech to operate it, which means it's not going to be me.
Yep. Is it like a loader that you would have to climb in, or can I?
Well, so you approach it.
Yes.
Okay.
It attacks.
Probably.
As you start approaching, yes, because we haven't had really a conflict yet, right? So as you approach it,
Mm-hmm.
with a sudden scream, old gears grinding, the tall, bulky loader straightens up, its huge arms rotate and twist with power. The synthetic voice booms out with a distorted goal. Must load. Slowly it turns, searching.
Oh, let me guess. It's going to try to load us.
Yes. All right.
Well, is there a box or rocks or something like that that we could? I
No,
could.
it's going to be now a conflict. Conflict. So, all right. Go ahead. You guys can. Whoever wants to go first. I know Amy's up on it, but Traeger, you see this. You see it come to life. It's like looking around. All right.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Trisha's gonna say, you might not want to be in front of it.
All right.
Maybe climb up here with me.
I don't think you're climbed on it yet.
No, you're not climbed on it. You're like in front of it. Yeah, I just put the. Okay, Traeger, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go try to stab it with my electro spear.
Okay.
I don't know what a lot of these.
It
It's
definitely seems not to have noticed you. So
does that mean I can get a
ooh,
sneaky attack?
yeah.
Try to stick it in its brain. And
You
zap
can
it.
you can make a quickness sneak test. You can spend any spirit to add dice, of course, and then gain some back. Yep. Ah, yes.
So I am going to, because this is important to stay sneaky. I'm going to take one of the momentum for a die.
Okay.
That
Oh,
is
beautiful.
5 successes.
Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna let you go up there, stab it, for 2 momentum, 2 more momentum. So you needed 2.
Okay.
For 2 more momentum, I'll let you go up there, stab it, and then become hidden again, because that'll create a truth. And then you'll
Okay.
still have 1 extra momentum for damage if you need it. Or actually, you know what? It's timeout. Well, so you got okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's give you options. All right. So you're still hidden. All right, with the
Okay.
2 difficulty. You have 3 momentum.
Okay.
So now you can, I guess, use those. How can we use those?
Could I use those with the attack action that was part of this whole thing? Because I was sneaking to get an attack off. So could we just apply the momentum into that since it was all in the turn?
Like to use those 3 dice to.
Well, use those as damage dice on the attack. Or do something with the. How do I have to do anything to like activate the keywords in my?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was like like in other
Oh, right,
2d20s when
another
you have to roll the
2d20s.
status, you have to roll the status or the effect rolls
Yeah.
to get things because I've got like shocked 4, breaker, powered, and scary.
Yeah. Well,
On my
it
electro
doesn't seem
spear.
like it's going to be affected by scary, but powered.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine. I figure the important things are the shocked 4, breaker, and powered.
Yeah, breaker. That's really good. It inflicts damage to machines.
Okay.
Power. The weapon relies on power supply to function.
Okay.
When you discharge in the attack, taking 1 die from the die pool, as if it had rolled a 1. In addition, if successful, the attack scores an additional 2 momentum. And then you have to recharge it. So
Okay.
okay. And what was the other one?
Shocked 4.
That would shock someone. Like okay, that's not okay. Oh, that's a damage. It does. It
Okay.
creates a shocking
It's
injury, and its damage is 4.
okay. That's what I thought that was what probably was. Okay.
Well, let's make it like a. So you have 5 successes. You needed 2. So you have 3 momentum that you can use right away.
Okay.
So if you want to use it for the attack, you can,
Yeah.
or use the powered that gives you like a 1 on the dice already.
Oh, to enact the powered, I have to use a momentum to trigger that.
You just take 1 from the die pool. So I guess if
Oh,
you have
so it's kind
5
of like
dice, you have
yeah, it's
5
kind of
dice.
like one of those. That was I think that was a way that you could spend momentum in one of the other d20s, 2d20s.
Yeah.
Or
Well, technically,
or
what
it was a fate point or something like that you could spend to do that.
Well, technically, what I guess if we're going like rules as written, you spend three spirit to get 3 dice, but you put them back into spirit. Right. Right. You spend 3 spirit to get 2 dice, but then you with the momentum you put them back
Oh,
that you
right.
have, you put them
Yeah.
back into spirit
Right.
Is that right?
Mhm.
No, but then you're down 1 spirit that way.
Or I could just, well, I haven't succeeded in an attack yet
Right.
because I could spend it for damage.
Right. On the attack.
Yeah.
Well, so I
So she
mean,
doesn't want you to destroy it. She wants to write it and reprogram it.
That's too bad. I'm destroying it.
all right.
Then
But
you
you can grab parts,
repair it.
and you can grab parts from it or
Yeah.
something. All right. So I guess if we do that, so if you have these 3 momentum, and then you spend spirit to add
I
2
mean,
dice.
I got 3 successes too, so I should be able to repair whatever you're doing. Reprogram it.
Oh, you roll. What did you roll?
What were
3
you rolling?
successes
On
For-
what?
so that
that
I
was-
could reprogram it.
Oh no, I thought that was to turn the lights on.
Yeah, that was the lights earlier.
No, that one was up here with the 1 success, but I rolled 3 successes when you said to do the intelligence and what was it? Intelligence and tech. So
That
that
was to turn the lights
That was
on.
to turn the lights on. Yeah, you didn't get it.
And
You haven't
what
gotten a
was-
chance to interact with the creature yet, with the loader yet.
Yeah, this was the first roll since the loader went active.
Yeah.
But you said you didn't notice me.
No, it hasn't noticed you. It's like looking around. It hasn't gone yet. But Traeger's like acting because you guys were quote unquote hidden. Anyway, what do you want to do? The Traeger is going to go.
So
You have 3 momentum because you got 2
Right.
to remain hidden.
and the momentum has to be spent before I attempt the second test of this.
Right.
Oh wait, no. Actually, because I had to sneak as an action, I spend 2 of it for a follow-up
Okay.
to immediately take another action.
Okay.
And can I spend the final one to, because the follow-up incurs an additional difficulty check,
Yeah.
but use the final momentum to create a truth on the follow-up to remove that.
Yeah. So attacking from
difficulty.
behind, we can make the truth.
There you go. All right. So, and then I that way we've fit it all within the rules, since I normally wouldn't be able to attack it
Yeah.
after the stealth.
Right.
And
then you can
Right.
spend spirit to get bonus dice,
right.
and then take from the momentum pool to regain that spirit.
Yep. So I will spend a spirit.
Let's
an
not
extra
take it off
die.
yet. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, not -5.
5 spirit. That's like 3 dice. Okay.
Okay, so now we've got 14, 3 dice. All right. Well, I got 2 successes with the complication. Actually, I'll spend a spirit to reroll the complication.
Okay.
Get that off of there.
Okay.
So okay, well, at least it's not a complication.
It's
So I
not
got
a
2
2 successes.
2 successes on it. It was almost a crit. I have a fight 4, so it's just shy.
That's 5 damage.
Yes.
Just 2 successes, because you get.
No, yes, but I've got a thing where I can spend a spirit to add 2 to it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So how much?
My talent is decisive strike. When you succeed at an attack, you may spend 1 spirit to add +2 to the damage rating of your attack.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay.
that seems like it might be a good idea.
Okay. All right.
So
So how much damage is that?
so that is 8 damage.
It crushes through its armor. Oops. And you can see it spark, but it is still operational. All right. Do you want to grab any momentum to regain that 2 spirit or 3 spirit?
I will grab 1 of the momentum to get one of the spirit back.
Okay. All right. So
Okay,
all right.
Can,
Amy,
where,
you can
where is his control panel, on his back or on his head? Because
yes.
she wants to reprogram him.
Okay. Yeah, that would be under that other type of action. So if you want to, you can grab 2 momentum to go net to interrupt. if
Yeah,
you
because
wish.
right now he would be going
It would be
next.
going next. So you can grab 2 momentum to interrupt,
Okay.
right? And then you're going to try to confront a problem, which is your action. So you're gonna try to right,
I'm gonna try and reprogram him.
try jump on its back and okay, let me see. That's how we do this. Okay, well, it's gonna be your operate for sure, probably insight operate.
Okay, then that's 15.
If you have any talents that you want to use, or if you want to use some spirit to bolster, because it's gonna be like, I think it's gonna be like multiple six, like there's a mechanic in here, like in Star Trek or the new
Mhm.
Star Trek, where you need multiple successes,
Right, like a complex
like a
action
complex action. Yeah,
or
complex
complex
action.
test or whatever.
Yeah, the
If
way I
I use-
imagine you see where it is, you got to get up there, but you can
Yes.
use insight operate, get up there, open it, and then try to manipulate, which is
Well,
cool.
it says I have a custom tool rig,
Yeah.
and I can use as many tools as I need up to my operate skill, which is 4.
Mhm.
When you use your toolkit, an item on your rig or an item made from your supply points, which would be, I guess, the flashlight too. If I end up spending spirit, it allows you to both buy a bonus D20 and re-roll 1 D20 in the pool if it's not successful.
Okay. So you're gonna use spirit.
I'm gonna use spirit. I'm
How many?
changing it.
How many? It's the first one is 1, but if you want to get 2 dice, it costs 3 spirit.
Well, I'm gonna get 1,
Okay.
putting my spirit at 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said I can use some momentum, right?
No,
No.
you can spend another spirit to get momentum. I guess you could.
No, I mean, you said I could take out of the momentum pool, but
You already did.
You did.
That's how you're going right now.
okay, so I'm gonna roll the 3
3
D20,
dice.
but if 1, I can always re-roll.
Right, you've got
You
a
have
free reroll.
Free reroll.
So fingers crossed. 3
Oh,
successes.
wow.
Yeah,
Nice. Okay. All right.
I-
So then you can so basically you needed 1 success to get up there, but then the way you can use 2 successes to create a truth. Yeah. So
And I want to reprogram this to kind of be our transport, like kind of do our bidding. You know what I mean?
follow your orders.
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Like it's no longer going to be loading things. It'll do whatever we ask it to do.
All right. So if you want to do that now or before it goes, so you've gotten to the plate, now you got to reprogram, right?
Yeah, I mean, I already spent to interrupt.
Right, but that just lets you get up to do the first thing.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's a multi-stage thing. You don't get all of the stuff done all immediately.
But you can with the follow-up action because you haven't done the
Yeah.
follow-up action.
It just took one.
Yeah. So she has
one for that. So yeah, you could spend the 2 momentum that you have left
Yeah. Oh yeah.
for
to
an additional
follow.
action.
Yep.
Okay, then I'll spend the 2 momentum.
All right. So now you want to like shut it or shut it down and start reprogramming it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So now you need to make another roll.
The same type of roll.
Yeah.
I guess you can use your tool. You can use it up to 4 times, right? So for toolkit, right? That's what it said.
Well,
Yes.
it's
Up
she
to her
can
operate.
use she can use no she can have tools up to
Mm,
that.
Okay. So okay, so she can pull another tool out of there and do it. That's 2 tools then.
2 more.
Yep.
Except one's a
Oh.
1, so shouldn't that be 3?
3. Oh, okay. So you shut it. She shuts it down. You stabbed it, and sparks fly, and it seems like disorientated.
And if you spent another spirit, you could re-roll the 16.
I
See if
could
things-
re-roll the 16 anyways because I didn't
But
re-roll
it's
for my
3
dice.
successes though. I mean, she.
Well,
it's 3
you
successes.
can't carry over the re-roll. It ends with that previous test. But since you spent
But
to
that's
add
not. That's
when you spent to add a die here, you got another re-roll. Because
when
you rolled 3 dice.
discharge a power, you may recharge it by discharging or different powered item. Okay. Anyways, I mean, I think 3
Well, if we just take
successes
if we
is
take
good.
the first 2, that's 3 successes though.
Well,
We should-
here's the thing, Amy. You have the reroll. It doesn't cost you anything, so you might as well do it to try to get
4
another
successes.
success.
Yes, to get to
Because that
yeah.
gives more momentum that you can use for things or to store for later use.
Okay, so roll a d20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Just roll
what
a
am I?
single. Just do it.
am
Do
I-
this. Just do up arrow and change it to 1D instead of 3D. There you go.
Oh, dang.
That's so
Alright.
that's 2 more successes.
All right. So I'm gonna say it was challenging.
5
challenging.
successes.
Mhm.
So it's challenging.
Well, remember because it was a follow-up, it was one increased difficulty.
Right. Okay. So then challenging. So then 4. So she still got you still got a momentum back after all that. Nice. All right.
So yeah, so it turns out you actually needed almost all of those successes, Amy. Because you needed 4 successes just to succeed.
That's great. She did it though.
Yay, did it.
Yeah. So it shuts down,
because she's our tech whiz.
and then she's now you're
And I'm
now
not
you're like
riding on a
pulling out
robot.
wires and reprogramming it. I'm gonna say that'll take a little bit of time. So
All right.
in the meanwhile, I guess Traeger can
I'm gonna
search around the vessel chamber and the office.
well also I'm gonna take a breather.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Because if we take a breather, we get what, 1 back?
1 back.
But I
Yeah.
can't take a breather yet.
Oh, you can climb, or you can sit on top of there, take a breather,
Okay, well she's
and then
she's working
go back to work. Yeah.
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 And then
it's
I'm gonna
shut down. It's shut
yeah,
down.
then I'll start searching around while she's now that the threat is over.
Yeah.
You
All
know,
right.
she aims to please.
Too bad that's not a major NPC.
No, it was a major NPC.
Oh, is it? I get a
Yeah.
growth.
Nice.
When you defeat a major NPC which threatened your group or a friendly community, gain growth.
Well, this says when you solve a problem caused by technology that threatens you, your group, or a friendly community, I also gain growth.
That
Nice.
sounds like a growth for you as well.
Nice.
Yep. And if my group faced a problem because I rushed into a situation without considering it, I also gain a growth.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was in the last encounter.
Yeah. And did you spend 3 threats yet, Carl?
No, you guys haven't let me spend.
Not all at once, just total.
Oh, I
I
thought it
think
said
it's all
when
at once.
yeah, I thought when you read it before it sounded
Oh,
like it
at
was
once,
all at
yeah.
once.
It was
Yeah.
I was going to, but you guys stopped me.
Nah. Well, I mean, I'd rather have my growth. I have 2 growth now.
So do I. So
Okay.
now we've
guess I should add
evened
this.
up. So yeah, I'm gonna go searching. Even though I can't find stuff.
I can't find it.
Because my searching sucks.
Oh, yes, insight survive.
Yeah, my whopping 8 to find stuff.
Okay, what do you want to search? The offices or the vessel chamber?
I will search the vessel chamber.
Okay. So insight survive. So
When
black
this is
vines
all
lead
said
to
and done, I'm keeping the robot. I don't care what my parents say.
all the black. It's how to get it out of here, though. That's the problem. There's no, you can't figure out how to get out of here.
Oh, she will figure it
Oh,
out.
thanks, Joe. I have
She
all this
built
threat
this.
that I can't even use.
You're capped. You can't have any more.
No, I mean, I can, I guess I could create it. Truth. I mean, the loader didn't even get to do anything to,
Well, he will.
Okay.
Just not the way
But not
he
against
wants.
us.
He just has to do it our way now. That's all.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. What's it going to, oh, so you don't find anything. I mean, I'll just describe it. In the vessel chamber, so all these black vines lead to a huge imposing nest wrapped around huge vessel storage tanks. And there's a ladder and a walkway above the room. And actually, it's probably a good time to take a break, I would say.
Okay.
And we'll be right back. All right, so Trisha is working on this creature. I guess she's going to spend the rest of her tech points to find stuff to reprogram it. Tosses, can Traeger use the flashlight?
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming it's light in the room. You said I turned the lights on.
Oh yeah,
but-
you turn the lights on. Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
was
true.
gonna say, don't we have?
Trisha's gonna name him Todd. Then it's like the 3 T's. So if he
Oh, the
powers
ceiling.
back the ceiling, we started it back up?
No, no, no. Yeah, we started back up. Yeah, we're recording.
Yeah, I heard the.
Okay.
All right. Oh, so back in the vessel chamber, you saw these pipes with wall woven with vines, and you see the ceiling has a large eye-shaped sealed vent as well.
A large eye-shaped sealed vent, you said?
Yes. And
Okay.
broken vines dangle around it.
So we could potentially use the vines to climb up to the vent if we open the vent.
Yeah, potentially. All right. Well, that was in that vessel chamber. I
Okay.
guess you want to go to the office, I guess.
Yeah. Go not find stuff in the office now.
Well, let's see. You can scavenge. Let's see. There is a lab door.
Ooh, Trisha would be interested in the lab
There's
too.
a
Well, too bad Trisha's not here. She's
Mm.
playing with her own toy.
there is
Todd.
there's something there.
Todd.
There's something there that you've heard is a computer,
Oh, well, I'm not getting near that.
a cabinet,
I can handle a cabinet.
and it contains protective clothing and equipment, actually.
Ooh.
Ooh, you should get all that.
Yeah.
It's got yeah, it's got like this protective clothing. It's pretty heavy. It's actually like, like a fireman's coat.
Mm.
So it'd give you a protection of 2 against fire damage.
I'll give it to Trisha. I've already got protection 2 of everything.
I
Okay.
have protection.
Oh, do you? You have armor?
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, protective clothing too.
Well, this
okay.
is specifically against fire. Like it's like a fireman's
Oh.
jacket.
We should still
Then-
take it.
Then yeah, I'll put that on
Okay. All right.
in case I need to wade into the fire.
Oh yeah. All right. And then the other thing you find in there, there's some broken machine parts, vines, and sharp offcuts as well. Without looking at the computer or trying to figure out what's behind the lab door. Excuse me. Woo.
Bless you.
What do you want to do, Jeff? Scavenge. You want to scavenge around?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess that's survive again. Yeah. Insight survive.
Alrighty. Ha ha!
Oh, nice.
Woohoo! Way to go, Trainer! Did you turn the computer on?
No.
You have two
I-
supply points left, right?
Yes.
You can
'Cause
make if you wanted to
I
create
haven't. Yeah.
if you wanted to create a ranged weapon, you could create a bow.
Oh wait, no, I only have one because remember I spent 1 point to create the rope at the very beginning. So that means I only have one supply point.
That's fine. You got two successes. I'll say you have enough. You could make a ranged weapon.
Okay.
Oh, if you have one supply point, I guess you could put together enough stuff to make a sling, or a bow. So
I'll do a. Well, I mean, the bow wouldn't have any arrows though, or
no, you
do
would
I
find
get some
enough.
arrows?
Yeah, you find enough.
With that. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay. All right. Did you get like what's your survive? Is that two
No,
successes or three?
my survival's only on one. So
Okay. So no momentum there.
so yeah, it was just two successes.
All right. Okay.
You said I could take that short rest, so I did.
All right. All right. Let's see.
Is there anything else? Just go check the lab. You said there was a lab door.
Oh yeah, there's a lab door. So by this, I mean you've been scrounging around and making a bow. So by this time, probably
Okay.
Trisha's got the creature running.
Mhm.
It
But she would
is
definitely want to go
it's a
into the lab.
Oh yeah, I after I finish with my bow, I come out and let her know that there's one of those computer thingies.
She's gonna wait to turn Todd on quite yet.
Okay.
And
Okay.
she's gonna run in there. She's gonna tell Trader, just don't touch him.
But I tell her I pull out like just some random junk and say, but I already got the stuff that was in the computer. I smashed it open and got this out of it. It had this data.
Okay. What did you not explore? The office?
No, I explored everywhere.
Okay.
I was joking with you. That's you get the stuff out of the computer by breaking it open and taking the stuff out, right?
Yeah. She doesn't find that funny. She's gonna run over to the computer.
All right. So give me an insight operate.
Insight operate.
Did you ever watch Zoolander?
Nope.
It's in the computer.
At least one success.
All right. You think you got it operational? We see like a heat detector and ventilation system.
Oh, and when I see that, I say, oh, by the way, the ventilation system, it looks like we might be able to get out up there. If you can open that vent. I point out the vent with the vines that are hanging around.
Does she see anything on the computer as far as what happened here? Or what they were doing?
No, not with that.
Does
Not with
she
that
see
roll.
not with that roll? So you're saying I need to spend a momentum to re-roll the 18?
It'd be a spirit.
Well, you just have to re-roll the whole thing. Really.
Okay.
If you want to
Oh,
use
just make another check to continue
Yeah.
investigating on the computer.
Right.
Yeah, I just
So that way you don't
trying
have to spend
change-
you don't have to spend anything for it.
Right.
Ah. Okay.
There's also the lab door.
Yeah, while she's
Oh, she
banging
can
on the
do that.
computer, I'm gonna go look at the
So
Go
I got
check
a
the lab.
critical, so 2 successes.
Oh, 2 successes. There you go. Yep. 19 is almost a. All right. So let's see. So you kind of learn what happened. Um, that that nanogram is called long blink. It
Mhm.
became overprotective of all celestial stream assets. It concluded that war was the greatest potential threat to the workers and trapped many in the core. An escape attempt was made. Some workers managed to distract and disable the nanogram using a heavy weapon, and then fled up to shaft B, which is the east shaft. And the long blink's last action, desperate to keep them safe from the surface, was to blow fuel pipes and collapse the shaft, killing them all. And the rest perished in the core.
So
And according to Long Blink, then all were successfully saved from the war above.
yeah, sort of, but not really. Are there any posters up there that says in case of an emergency, here's your exit so that we can see if there's any other way out of here?
yeah, that vent.
Yeah, you can open the vent,
Okay.
but that's going to be hard for Todd to get through.
Well, I'm thinking we could hang on to Todd and open the door, get rid of the rubble, and then Todd can help us get out of here.
After we kill the engram. Because the engram's not gonna let us get out of here.
Well, how are we going to kill the engram?
That's a good question. That's why I say we don't go out the front door.
You got to find another way out, right?
All right.
Because we don't have a heavy weapon like they did to disable the engram.
Yeah, but I reprogrammed him and I really want to keep him.
Yeah, he'll still be yours. He'll just be down here.
All right.
But I'm checking the lab. Gotta go find the mutant.
Oh, I guess you already did check the lab. Sorry about
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Um,
There's no like fire escape down here with bars we could.
you can look around where Jeff's character was looking around earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, you can open the ventilation. Well, actually, what you can do, since you got the 2 successes there, you can use a computer to turn on the heat detector ventilation system and create a fire. And
Where
then
the
the
elemental
ceiling,
is?
and then the ceiling vent in the vessel chamber were open, allowing you to reach the ceiling and climb out. But I don't think the loader can climb. Can it climb out? I guess it could. It's pretty tough. What does it climb?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd like him to climb up too.
Yeah, the climb. Is it climb and move? Yeah, might and move. Yeah, it's got a 15.
Okay.
It's got a
Let's
15
go for it.
rating. So if you want to do that, you can do that and just get your fire gear on
Yep.
and turn the guy back on and do it that way.
Is there like fire gear that we need to put on him?
No, just hope he doesn't explode.
Well, I want to get him ready to climb up and then go down and start that because I think I can move faster than he can. So like position him and Traeger up by the shaft. So when it opens, they can start going up and then she'll run. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do I have to roll
Are you
to
gonna,
do?
so you're gonna create a fire in here? That would actually destroy the nanogram. That nanogram, really.
Oh, well then we might as well just create the fire
Try to climb out.
and then
And then we
it'd
can
be
come back for
easier.
Todd.
Oh no,
Well,
well Todd can climb out potentially.
yeah,
True.
Todd can climb.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
All right.
try that.
All right. Okay. So
And actually, I'm gonna climb up and drop the synthetic rope down for
oh, really nice. Okay,
Trisha
very nice.
for Trisha to climb up
All
that
right,
way.
so the
Be
fire
easier for her to get.
Yep.
Yeah.
Since I'm assuming your might plus move isn't astounding.
No, it's not. 7 and 2? 9.
All right. Oh, you have a 9. Okay.
All right, so
So might or quickness and move.
I am going to
I guess as
spend.
you start the fire, right?
I'm spending a spirit for an extra point.
The fire takes off quick.
Trisha's gonna start running. She's
So
booking it.
I'm gonna use these threats
All right, well,
to add to
I-
the timer. The
Okay.
fire starts off a lot quicker than you thought it would.
I was
Um,
starting to climb before she started the fire.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Did you
I'll
spend
I'll start before I look. Go ahead.
3 threats?
So why?
Because I get a spirit back then.
Oh
She-
yes, I
she's-
just spent 6
she
threats.
keeps-
So yes,
Yeah, she keeps trying to get her. Well, you didn't have a
You're
spirit
maxed-
spent, so you
you're
can't
maxed at
get one
spirit.
back.
Well, no, I just spent one. I just couldn't get it to let me take it off.
Mm.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So now I don't have to take it off. It'll just be back there. She's
Right,
gonna
right.
be
So you
running.
got 1 success.
Yep.
Okay. But it'll make that 2 successes because you have the rope because you lowered the difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's pretty high up. It's still climbing.
Okay.
Okay, so next round,
And I need
as
to
the
roll.
fire spreads.
Well,
no,
remember
it hasn't
my
yeah.
first one was before the fire.
Yeah. Okay. So now you're gonna start the fire.
Yeah,
Amy?
because she thought I would have already been up.
Okay.
I was
You're like,
just
oh, this ventilation shaft is longer. Oh no. Is that
but
2
that's 2 successes. Yes.
This climbs to 7. All right. Amy, you're gonna start climbing up. You
Wait,
can ride. You can ride.
I thought you
what's his
spent
name?
a bunch.
I'm gonna ride him.
How's
I
it-
did.
can.
It's like a count up. I spent 6 to start the timer. To make
Oh,
the
okay.
fire like basically there's Amy. So Trisha's like, oh, that fire went quicker. The heat. I thought it was just gonna cause heat, but it actually caught things on fire. So, all right.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's 2 successes there, right? For you.
Mhm. Yes.
So that's 3 success. So far, it's 3 successes. All right, Amy.
Yep.
So you can start climbing up this round.
Well, I was gonna run and climb on his back.
Yeah. So it can climb.
Well,
you can make it climb.
You
Oh.
can't get on my back. I'm already up.
No,
3.
no. The Todd.
Oh,
Todd,
get on
yeah.
Todd's back. Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm
That way,
gonna
Todd.
I'm gonna spend a spirit to re-roll. And since it's a movement, I can re-roll both.
Okay.
There we go. At least it's 1 success.
To jump on his back. Oh, but you gotta.
Did you bang your knee?
No, she got another. That's 8.
No, that's that's the complication. She banged her knee.
No. The fire's
Oh.
spreading like crazy. Okay,
Oh.
so
I'll spend
Okay.
I'll spend another spirit and re-roll that 20.
to get rid of that count up.
What the
No, you
what?
won't.
Oh no.
This
All right, well,
I
no, it doesn't
swear,
go up.
roll
It doesn't go up,
20s.
it just- yeah.
Roll 20s random number generator is the worst one I
Well,
think I've ever
but-
seen.
So
I spent a spirit to make a movement check, so I get to re-roll up to 2 dice.
okay.
See, each spirit spent to re-roll a move lets you re-roll up to 2 dice.
Okay, so your second one is the same one. Go.
Go.
There you go. It's 2.
Now it's
So
a
you got 3
critical.
successes.
That's a critical, right?
Yep,
Yeah, it's
that's
a critical.
3 successes total now.
All right. Well, that's not gonna. Well, it'll.
So she really jumped on his back.
Yeah, so that's good. So you max out your momentum. So if you wanted to, you could start you could do this. You could do a follow-up activity
To have Todd
at
start.
a difficulty 0, so difficulty 1, to have Todd start climbing.
Yes, have him start climbing.
Okay, so that'll be 4. So just roll. You just need 1 success for your operate.
My operate.
Mhm. And you get a since this was using your tools.
Operate insight.
Yep, operate
Okay.
insight.
Yeah, I need to put
And this
that.
was using your tools, so you get a free dice to reroll if you need it.
Alrighty, here we go.
You got it.
I at least got 1.
That's all you need.
But I can re-roll 1, right?
Might as well.
You might as well, yeah.
Might get a because
Get
we're
some momentum.
yeah.
Yep.
There you
Yay!
go. Get another
2.
momentum for the pool.
All right, and then okay, so then he has a might of 12 and a move of 3.
So
Don't roll it, but he is
2d15.
He is
2d20
decrepit.
of 15.
He is decrepit, so a 19 or 20 is a complication. Just
What am I
FYI.
rolling?
Do a 2d20 less
2d20
than
less
15.
than 15 again.
Please
And
be 2 1s.
And you have 3 success. Oh wow,
So that's 3 successes then.
that's 3 successes. Okay, so wow, so that you see that you look down there.
He's already like on
Traeger,
my
and he's
ass.
like almost up it. Okay, okay.
She's
Right.
gonna lean her hand out and have Traeger climb on too.
That's up to you if you want. He could do it if you wanted to, but what's your
Mine's 12.
12? It's up. I mean, it's
But-
up to you.
Traeger want to ride Todd?
But I don't have the double the double problem. The 1920.
Oh, right. Yeah. So maybe you don't do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. So go ahead. You feel like you're about halfway there based on this sunlight emanating from above. It seems the rain has stopped.
Okay, so do I have to roll again?
Well, it's Traeger, it's your turn. You go, and then I'll have you go,
Yeah.
Trish. Or uh-oh.
All right. Well, I'm gonna spend a
Spend a spirit.
yeah.
To reroll that 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. So 2
Yay.
successes.
2 successes. So you have
I have 5 successes now.
you could feel the heat kind of coming up the shaft now. So you have 5 successes. All right,
Mhm.
Trisha, your turn. Or
Boom.
okay. So you have a total of 4 successes. You can re-roll that 18
Okay.
because you're using your tool.
Oh, it's
Well,
a 1. That's 3.
You got 3 successes, but you can only use 2 of those because I'm blocking the way.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. That's good though. That's good.
So
You
if I
should
stick
just
to the
climb on,
momentum.
Mr. Blocking the way.
Okay. So see if you make it before the fire gets to you.
Todd's gonna say, "Come on, little guy, let's go."
Move forward. Move forward.
You do not want to die.
Traeger, go ahead.
Sorry. But
Can you re-roll the 20?
Are you going to or no? Or... I don't know. It's like that's a 6. That's 6, right?
This would be my 6th one. Yes. Does that pull me out?
That gets you out.
Okay. Then no, he wouldn't re-roll that one.
Okay. All right. So, all right. The fire is like right on Todd's heels.
So don't fail.
Don't fail.
Oh,
And I
you got the
couldn't-
one success and a threat.
Oh no, but
No, but
Oh,
no
but
threat.
you had
Oh.
yeah, that's right. So
nice. So you're
that's
like-
right. I forgot you get your re-roll on it.
Yeah. So yeah. So I guess here's what happens is that like Todd like glitches and like stops like mid move. You could feel the heat, Trisha, coming up. Fortunately, you have fire protection though. In any
Mhm.
case, right? Because you have that big coat that he got you. See how much the fire starts. So that's enough to like, you could feel the flames licking at your heels and heating up poor Todd's, ankle joints. But that must have done something. Maybe he just needed some heat. Maybe he was cold, and he starts back up. As you like maybe smash on him or something with your monkey wrench or your spanner, and he leaps out of the hole. And you see like fire just coming out like out of the ground. See, this is what I forgot to show you guys this,
We should have brought marshmallows.
but that's okay because you dealt with it so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You dealt with him so quickly.
He wasn't mad anymore.
He was
He's
not mad
happy.
anymore. And then here you go. Oops. Cancel. You guys come out and there's like fire, like you're like, oh, that's a big fire. She kind of,
I think you may have gone a little overboard there, Trish.
so you escape, and then you see like on the hill those people there. They're like the adults from New Mossgrove, and they're like looking at you as you kind of walking out of that like almost like a kind of hellscape.
Well, we're riding Todd.
I don't know if you're both riding Todd.
She's riding Todd. Traeger, are you riding Todd? I'm sure he would have stopped you.
No, I created a problem because I wanted to show off my expertise in climbing.
Yes, you did. Oh, is that
another growth?
Todd could just pick you up and carry you.
No, he couldn't.
Oh, Amy, you got one.
I finished what I started downstairs.
I spent three. Oh no, you got a spirit for that threat.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are a little
it.
beaten and battered. And then the adults kind of scold you for being reckless. Like, what did you do? What's going on?
Look what we got. This is what we got, though.
And they, of course, they have lots of questions. And
we went down the tunnel, and this glowy thing locked us in. We found Todd and came up here.
Because those machines are dangerous. They can turn on you.
Oh, Todd wouldn't hurt a fly.
But they hug you and care for you. Yeah, I guess we can evaluate to see if you get any other growth from things that happened.
Well, Trisha would tell the adults that, Traeger, he really protected me. And, he's got some mad climb skills. Taking on her supportive role.
Yep. Well, they're, like I said, they're wary of the machine that you ride it back to New Mossgrove. And of course, all your friends are like, oh man, I should have gone. Oh, I should have gone with you.
Yeah,
she wants to fashion a seat into him so that, kind of looks like a transformer.
This one friend named Arlen wanted to, he's really upset that he was feeling bad and couldn't make it.
Oh no, that's unfortunate. But it's all right because we've come to the conclusion of Gimme Shelter as you kind of ride into town, kind of in a way victorious, though you've caused a big problem there with that ongoing fire.
It'll go out,
maybe, or it'll lead to another adventure. But yeah, thank you all for playing. I mean, what did you think? Is a simple enough game?
Yep. It's a Modifius 2D20, although they definitely went it seems they went more of the rules light path that like they've done with some of their more recent ones, which makes it a lot easier to pick up and play with just a little knowledge of the baseline system.
Right.
I want to know what's down the other tunnel.
Well, it was all blocked.
Yeah, but you said we saw something.
What other tunnel? No.
Somebody went and screwed up and caused more rubble to fall on it, and so we couldn't find out what it was.
No, that's what you found. You did find out what happened.
No, I know, but when that first shaft, you had said that we saw like some shiny something like in the rubble, but then I failed with a threat.
Oh,
with a
right.
complication, and it got covered up, and we couldn't get it anymore.
Yeah, it's just more loot probably.
That's
So
okay.
you know, you missed out on some loot, but you found some loot, and you got some big
I was
loot.
gonna say, I think we got something that the writers never intended, or at least
Potentially.
didn't intend as like an easy.
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody would get this type of thing.
I don't know enough about the verse to see if that's possible, but I mean, Amy technically got 5 successes, which
Yeah,
is like the highest
she
difficulty.
smashed it.
Yeah, I mean, so just like you should smash that like button and subscribe.
Oh,
So you can see more of Amy's stupendous dice rolls.
I know, it's
they weren't
She
crazy.
has
all
a habit
stupendous. I
of
kept
having those.
I
rolling.
mean, it did. I mean, you
No,
could
but
have gotten damaged by
you
the fire. I did use that thread in the end
yeah.
to make the fire go faster. So
You have a habit. You seem to have a habit of, like, one of your rolls in the evening will be like so mathematically
extraordinary.
astounding that it's like, holy crap.
But
Like that
yeah, I mean, again, this is
in
the first time
the
we play this and run it, and I
yeah.
did prep ahead of time, and maybe hey, if I messed up, I mean, designers, Modifius designers, let me know. I think I feel like this game is narrative enough that sometimes
Yeah.
you just gotta roll with it,
Mhm.
and I kind of, which I kind of like. I mean, I think I like the presentation again, like I said, of the starter set. It's got the starter set has 2 adventures in it. And then I think there's an adventure. There might be an adventure in the Game Master's Guide, or like a little mini adventure. Actually, in the starter set, there's like a tutorial adventure, like a quick start like this, and then there's like almost like a mini campaign. So, which is kind of cool. And now with Todd at your side, or under your feet, maybe you guys will amount to something in the Dreams and
Yep.
Machines verse. But
Should
thank
be
you for
fun.
playing. Go ahead, Amy.
No, I said it should be fun. I
Yeah.
mean,
What did you think, Amy?
I thought it was fun. I mean, Trisha was looking for something shiny. She likes shiny. She's definitely into tech. And she's going to find a way to ride Todd to school now.
Yep. Be
But
the
she's
envy
probably
of
going to have to put like parking brakes on him, or an alarm system.
all the kids, and maybe some of the villains. Who knows? All right. Okay. Well, thank you guys for playing. Unless you have any other comments, we'll sign off here. But this has
No.
been Dream Machines. We played the Quick Start Shelter. And it'd be cool to play more. Seems a very more narratively focused game, akin to like Dune or Star Trek, as opposed to one with a more granularity, like Infinity and Conan. So yeah, cool stuff. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching.
Yep. Thanks for running.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
And with that, we'll say good night and good rolling.